favor. Take that trust the process lingo and go to hell with it. Because I don't want to hear it anymore. It makes me sick.
The phrase, trust the process, is often credited to the world of sports, particularly in basketball. The phrase became popular in the early 2010s when Sam Hinkie, the general manager of the Philadelphia 76ers, used it to describe his long-term strategy for rebuilding the team. Hinkie embraced a method called the process, which was about patiently drafting young talent, making tough trades, and building a sustainable, competitive team over time. Hinkie's philosophy was met with some criticism at first, as it was a strategy based on long-term growth and not immediate results. Fans didn't want to hear about trusting the process when they were seeing poor performances, but in hindsight, that approach laid the foundation for what would eventually become a much stronger team. However, trust the process has, since transcended sports, it's become a popular mantra in many areas of life, from entrepreneurship to personal growth to fitness.
Your mind, then learn to trust the process. Do that and you'll be fine. Stop stressing over nothing. Try to control your mind, then learn to trust the process. Do that and you'll be fine.
Welcome back to the Better Humans podcast, where we explore the journey of self-improvement and the tools, techniques, and philosophies that help us become the best versions of ourselves. I'm your host, Greg Pfeiffer, and today we're diving into a phrase that's become incredibly popular in recent years: trust the process. It's one of those simple yet powerful sayings that has been adopted by a lot of different communities, especially in the realms of personal development, sports, and business. So, what does trust the process actually mean in the context of personal transformation? Well, on a basic level, it's about having faith in the journey, even when the outcome is uncertain. It's about sticking to a plan, even when the results aren't immediate. Personal growth is rarely linear, and the process is often messy, full of setbacks, mistakes, and moments of doubt. But trusting the process means believing that the work you're doing, even if it feels slow, is leading you to the right place. One key aspect of trusting the process is understanding that you won't see instant results. If you're working on changing a habit, for example, or learning a new skill, you won't always see immediate success. And that's where patience comes in, and also the willingness to continue working even when you don't see quick wins. And here's the thing: trusting the process isn't about ignoring mistakes or refusing to adapt. It's about having faith that if you continue doing the right things over time, you'll get where you need to go. It's about consistency, adaptability, and the belief that small steps are leading to big change. So let's now talk about how we can practically incorporate this mindset into our personal transformation and behavior change. So one is through goal setting. One of the first places we can start is in how we set our goals. We often want to achieve big things quickly. The reality is that meaningful change takes time. So instead of focusing on instant results, break down your big goals into smaller, actionable steps. Each small step is part of the process. So instead of saying, I want to lose 30 pounds in 2 months, try, I want to build healthier eating habits and increase my activity level this month. The key is to trust that with consistent effort, you'll eventually reach your bigger goal, but in a way that is sustainable. 2, consistency over perfection. It's easy to think that transformation happens in bursts of motivation, but real change comes from consistently showing up, even when you don't feel like it. Trusting the process is trusting that consistency matters more than perfection. You don't need to have the perfect workout, the perfect diet, or the perfect productivity system. You just need to show up every day, do the work, and make adjustments as needed. Trusting the process involves having faith in the journey rather than solely focusing on the outcome. It encourages patience, resilience, and openness to new experiences. By trusting the process, you shift your focus away from immediate results and appreciate the lessons learned along the way. This mindset is crucial because life doesn't always align with our expectations, and it's essential to accept that not everything can be controlled or predicted. And that leads us to 3, embracing setbacks. Now, here's the hard part. When you trust the process, setbacks are part of it. They don't mean you're failing, they're actually part of the learning experience. When things don't go according to plan, and they won't, it's easy to lose trust in the process. But real transformation often requires navigating challenges and learning from them. If you have a setback, instead of feeling defeated, see it as part of the journey. What can you learn from this moment that will make you better in the future? Take the time to reflect on what happened and how this can inform your future decisions. 4, staying present. Another way to trust the process is by focusing on the present rather than obsessing over the future. If your goal is to improve your health, don't only focus on the outcome of being fit. Trust the process of daily healthy choices, the way you feel in the moment after a workout, or the clarity you get from eating well. When you're truly present in the journey, you'll find joy in the process itself. So, the psychological benefits of trusting the process are: 1, it reduces anxiety. By focusing on what you can control, your actions and responses, you lessen anxiety about external factors that may be out of your hands. 2, it enhances resilience. By acknowledging that setbacks are part of the growth. 2, enhances resilience. Acknowledging that setbacks are part of growth fosters resilience. You become more adaptable and better equipped to handle challenges. 3, it promotes mindfulness. Trusting the process encourages living in the moment, allowing you to experience life fully rather than being preoccupied with outcomes. 4, it encourages learning. Each stage of a journey offers unique lessons, and by embracing these experiences, you foster personal development and lifelong learning. Let's talk about a couple of real world examples of how trusting the process can lead to remarkable transformations. So, firstly, look at fitness and health. Take the example of someone trying to lose weight or improve their fitness. So, at first, they may not see much progress. The scale doesn't budge, or they get discouraged by how hard it is. But if they trust the process, sticking to a consistent exercise routine, eating a balanced diet, getting enough sleep, over time, these small actions accumulate. Gradually, they start noticing changes in their energy levels, their strength, and their overall health. Eventually, the results come, but only because they trusted the process and stayed committed. Another area to look at: entrepreneurship. So, entrepreneurship is another great example to look at, trusting the process. When you start a business, it's often slow going in that beginning. You might face rejection, you struggle to find clients, or be uncertain if your idea is actually going to work. So, trusting the process here means continuing to build your brand, refine your offerings, and learn from your mistakes. So over time, the business grows, the revenue comes in, and you're able to scale. But it's all because you trusted the gradual process of growth rather than expecting success overnight. So now I want to go into what are some practical strategies for trusting the process. So the first one is using mindfulness and presence. Practice mindfulness to stay present and appreciate each moment of your journey. Focus on what you can control, your actions and responses, rather than external factors. Using daily affirmations and gratitude journals to keep you focused and grounded can be very helpful here. The second part is to set realistic goals. Set realistic and achievable goals that align with your long-term vision. Then break down the larger goals into smaller, manageable steps to maintain motivation and track progress. Third strategy is building a support system. Try and surround yourself with supportive individuals who encourage and motivate you. Share your journey with others and seek guidance when needed. So mentorships, self-help groups, or groups of like-minded people can really help here. Fourth is to actually cultivate patience. Again, things like using mindfulness, even breathing exercises and meditation to maintain calmness. And as I've previously talked about, making sure you celebrate your small wins to remind yourself that you're making progress. Fifth and important part is to stay flexible. Being flexible allows you to adapt when things don't go to plan. Now, this is a very important part of managing change. Maintain an open mind and be willing to adjust your plans due to new information or a change in circumstances. Consider alternatives and don't stagnate due to rigid thinking. So, if you have listened to the previous 2 episodes where I talked about the stages of change and the processes that drive change, you'll know about a framework that you can use to create your own process to bring about the change in your life that you're after. However, once you have made your plan, you have to trust in it and stick with it. So, as we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with this thought. Trusting the process isn't just about waiting for something to happen. It's about staying committed to your growth, showing up each day, and having faith that over time, the work you're putting in will pay off. So whether you're working on personal habits, pursuing a professional goal, or trying to change your life in some other way, remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. If you keep your focus, embrace the ups and downs, and stay consistent, the process will lead you to where you want to go. If you like today's episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with anyone who might find it helpful. And as always, if you have any questions or want to share your own journey of change, reach out on email at contact@thebetterhumansproject.com. So thanks for tuning into the Better Humans Project podcast. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Then learn to trust the process. Do that and you'll be fine.
We thought of life by analogy with a journey, with a pilgrimage, which had a serious purpose at the end. And the thing was to get to that end, success or whatever it is, or maybe heaven after you're dead. But we missed the point the whole way along. It was a musical thing, and you were supposed to sing or to dance while the music was being played.